All right, former Bill Clinton staffer Doug Schoen says he's not voting for Hillary. If he did, he'd be part of precipitating a constitutional crisis. This is very big stuff from Doug Schoen because he worked in the Bill Clinton White House. Well, Trump heard about this and gave this response. Roll tape.
Doug Schoen is now totally withdrawing his support. He supported the family for years. Schoen writes, "I'm now convinced that we will be facing the very real possibility of a constitutional crisis with many dimensions and deleterious, and we all know that, consequences should Secretary Clinton win the election."
I didn't think I'd see the day when Donald Trump mentioned Doug Schoen's name, but he sure did he not? Katie McFarland on the Trump team with us today. Now, you say constitutional crisis no matter which candidate wins.
Yeah,
Explain yourself.
When is a bigger constitutional crisis? Okay, Hillary Clinton wins. The FBI continues its investigation. I don't think anybody's going to stop the FBI at this point. So they continue their investigation. They find her culpable. And then you got a constitutional crisis of a sitting president, just like Watergate. I was in the White House during Watergate. You don't want to live through a constitutional crisis because government stops functioning. Nothing gets done. Foreign leaders, foreign countries, enemies, adversaries, they grab what they can. They know you're preoccupied. So you really don't want to go there. On the other hand, I think it's going to be a crisis even if Donald Trump wins.
Why?
Here's why. Because the investigation will continue. And you could potentially have an investigation that the FBI is looking at a former president. The money in the Clinton Foundation went to the State Department, went to the Clinton Foundation. Decisions came out of the State Department that favored the donors to the Clinton Foundation. So that's not a constitutional crisis per se, but it puts America in the business of investigating former presidents. Not a place we like to be.
Supposing President Obama, who is still president until late January, pardons everybody.
Bingo! I think that in fact is I think what will end up happening but it'll have to be a big blanket pardon.
But it might be a good
thing. State Department, Justice Department, Hillary Clinton, everybody.
But you sweep clean, and if Trump has won, then he's got a clean way forward.
And you don't get the country divided into another politically divisive year or two fighting over a trial.
I can't believe we're doing this stuff, but we are.
Who knew? House of Cards turned out to be such a fairy tale.
Oh, yes, it was. Thank you very much indeed. Doug